Today we're going to look at the new moves for the 10 cups, for wipeouts. Okay, so we start off with parallel ready stance. So here your feet, on the outside of the feet, is the same width as your shoulder, so one shoulder width wide, and you're punching to the center of your chest. Okay, so your abdomen, your forearm is in the middle of your body, the same height as your shoulder for middle punch, and your action hand is on your hip. So you single punch, and breathe, punch, and pull. So we pull the hand back before we go, so backward motion. Okay, so parallel ready stance, hands in front. Okay, so this is the first ready position for directional punch. Okay, so the movements in that are walking stance punch, so step forward your right leg and punch. Okay, so in walking stance, it's 1.5 times your shoulder width in length. From your front toe, your back big toe, you're full facing, you're pointing forward again, you're punching to the middle of your body again. Okay, step back to the ready stance. Okay, just turn and face me. Punch this way, punch. Okay, so you want to keep your knee, just move your foot out. You want to keep your knee at the back of your heel. So, especially at 10 cup when you're learning, a lot of people make this mistake. So you have too much weight on your front leg. So your weight should be 50% of the back leg, 50% of the front leg. So basically your weight is in the middle. Okay? And the knee is in line with the back of your heel. That's what you're looking for here. And your back leg is straight. Your toes are pointing forward on your back foot. If this was a clock, that would be 12 o'clock. In this case, your back foot is pointing maybe between 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock. Okay. And pro. Okay. Other movement there is low block. So here we cross our hands at our chest. That's the badge in your door book. The blocking hands on top, the wrists are back to back. And we step to your left. Okay. So this is blocking maybe a kick here. Just again, the stance is walking stance. Okay, so just face the camera, block towards the camera. So again, reaction hand goes back on your hip. We're blocking on this chest line here, down the line down to your nipple, and this part here, your outer forearm, your back of palm. The elbow is close to your hip. You don't want your elbow sticking out, which is a common thing at 10 cup. So keep your elbow in. And here, so the hands cross here, they start here, about chest height. Again, blocking hand on top, wrists back to back, and then both hands twist. That's why the hands have to start that way, because you want both hands to twist. And pull. Okay. So what else? We have then in 4 directional block, we have low knife hand block. Sorry. Okay. So beginner, we can keep the hand open. But as you become more advanced, you start with the hands closed. Not squeeze tight, but just relaxed though. But beginner's okay, so we leave the hand open, and we're blocking with this part, the sun collar. So step to left. So, towards the camera. So hands here. So close your hands. So this is one we learned a moment ago. You have the outer forearm aligned with the chest. If you open the hand, now we need to straighten the hand slightly, put the blocking to the knife hand on the same line. Close your hand, open hand. Okay, so slightly more extended. A little bit more towards over the leg it is. And back to the center. And then we have middle block using the inner forearm. Okay, and block. So the blocking hand this time is underneath, and back to the start. Cross your hand. So the blocking hand is underneath. So you're going to block this time with our inner forearm, our arm palm up, so both hands will twist again. And twist. Back to center. Just block with the right hand towards the camera. And back. Okay, so cross your hands. Lift your legs slightly. Now we want to be slightly turned this way, a little bit half facing, because we want to use our hips. Okay, not fully side facing, a little half facing, and then step. So we use our hips. Our hips twist, and that generates the force, which then accelerates out the hand. And back to the center. So there are the 4 new movements in for your 10 cup for 4 directional punch and 4 directional block. So we have our walking stance punch. We have low block using the back of the palm hook. We have low block using the sun cal. And we have arm palm hook using the arm palm hook. And release. So now we're going to look at the turn in 4 directional punch. Okay, where we change 90 degrees. So if you step forward and punch with your right hand. Okay. So now you want to come in and change direction so we put our blocking hand on top. Okay, and back again to the start of the punch. Up. So, a couple of mistakes beginners make is one, they come in and they already turn. Their hips have already turned, so when they block, they've no hip, so their block isn't very strong. Okay? So when you come in, we need to keep our hips pretty much facing forward, facing this way. And then when we turn, we have power on the hips to turn. Okay, so it's important what you do to your back foot. You need to straighten your back foot a little bit as you come in. Keep your front foot slightly sticking out. Again, if you bring it too close together, you end up in a line when you lose your balance. Okay, so if you straighten the foot a little bit before we come in, we keep this, I like to teach the heel slightly forward more, in line with the toes, and that stops the beginners making their stances too narrow. And then as they turn, they move their foot back out into shoulder width. So now their stance is one shoulder width this way. Okay, so again, the common mistake there is they come in and they go back too narrow this way. So again, and then you can turn your hips. And again, so things to watch out for when you're practicing at home yourself. Okay, straighten your foot slightly, so raise your heel, turn it slightly forward. Your heel, as you come in, then you can put it down. A couple of checkpoints. One, have your heel in front of your toes. Two, have your hips still facing this direction. So again, what you check yourself, have you already turned? If you have, that's wrong because you can't get power in your block. Your hands are crossed, again, at your chest. And then as we move our foot out, we need to move it back, but across, so we end up in the width of your shoulder, same width as your shoulders. Okay? And that's the turn. And in forward directional punch and a forward directional block, it's pretty much the same. Check you move out. If you're practicing at home, you can just measure it out. Put markings on the floor, put a piece of paper down, something to mark to say, right, my foot is here, I need to land here, and just keep repeating that. If that movement is over and over again, in forward directional punch or forward directional block. Okay? And we leave it there.